Thank you very much, Alexis, and I want to thank Vaughan today and the school for hosting this great opportunity to debate. As you know, I've been a member of Parliament for 20 years, and I've seen a great deal during those 20 years, and together in this community, we've brought about some phenomenal changes that have actually improved the quality of life and standard of living for individuals. As I look at youth students, I can tell you that I've spent a great deal of my political career actually writing the youth employment strategy that has helped thousands of young people in this area and hundreds of thousands across the country. I really enjoy visiting schools because when you look at young people, you're basically talking about the future of our country. And so tonight, as I look at you and also the great community that's come out, I'm often reminded of when I started out and the type of economic conditions that we faced. This community during the town hall meetings in the mid-90s used to, 1993, used to talk about to me a great deal about the $42 billion deficit, the skyrocketing national debt, high interest rates, double-digit unemployment. But we in this community, we didn't give up. We rolled up our sleeves and brought about a great economic renaissance, the likes of which have never been seen in Canadian history. And I tell you this because one of the proudest headlines I ever got, Alexis, when you're in the newspaper business, was that we actually reduced the unemployment rate in this riding by 3%. Behind those statistics lies human lives, families and individuals. And I know that with my experience during these difficult economic times, was chair of the Finance Committee that brought about Canada's economic renaissance. And I'm sure that if you elect a Liberal government on October 14th, we can chart through these difficult economic times. Thank you.
And now we'll hear from Richard Lorello, the Conservative Party candidate.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Richard Lorello, and I'd also like to thank Vaughan today for hosting this tonight. It's a distinct honor and pleasure for me to be here to speak to you. And I want to start by telling you a little bit about myself. I've been in Vaughan for 6 years. I've been married, be married 25 years to my lovely wife. My family's here, my 3 daughters. If I can ask them to stand. Thank you. I'm very proud of them. I just wanted to introduce them to you. As well, my professional background, I'm in information technology. I've been in information technology for 24 years. I've been in management in the automotive sector for 15 years. So I'm well suited and well in tune with the manufacturing difficulties that are going on in Canada today, specifically Ontario. On a personal note as well, my own personal accomplishments in the community have been to stand up and lobby and fight for property tax reform, which myself and a small group of people did a very effective job by having community meetings, petitions, appearing in the legislature, and writing letters to the editor, stating our case, and the result of it was a municipal property assessment freeze for the last 2 years. As well, we've lobbied for health care for Vaughan. As you know, Vaughan is the largest municipality in all of Canada without a hospital, which is totally unacceptable. I don't just talk about it, I also act on it. I've also been raising money for the Vaughan Healthcare Foundation. I just deposited $3,000 at the Vaughan Healthcare Foundation this past Monday. But the real choice in this election is the certainty and the steady-handedness of a Prime Minister by the name of Stephen Harper, or the uncertainty and the recklessness of a man named Stéphane Dion with all the spending promises. So, thank you.
And now we have Adrian Visentin from the Green Party.
Hello, everybody. I'm Adrian Visentin, and I represent the Green Party here in Vaughan. There are 4 gigantic cruise ships sailing in the North Atlantic. All of a sudden, before them, there is a gigantic iceberg. On the first ship, Jack Layton firmly takes hold of the wheel. All the passengers all of a sudden rush to the left-hand side of the boat. The boat starts to lean over, takes on water, sinks before it reaches the iceberg. On the second ship, Stefan Dion firmly takes a grasp of the wheel. All of a sudden there's a big commotion around him as all his co-leaders argue about what to do. So then they decide to take a poll of the passengers on the ship, and the passengers say, you know what, we should turn right. So he starts to turn right, but by then it's too late, crashes into the iceberg and sinks. On the third ship, Stephen Harper takes a firm hand on the wheel and steers straight into the iceberg because he doesn't really believe it's there. And on the fourth ship, Elizabeth May immediately grasps a firm hand on the wheel and turns the ship towards bright blue seas. And that's really what the Green Party's about. We want to look back and find that Canada and Ontario, with some of the highest cancer incidents, multiple sclerosis, asthma, allergies, autism rates in the world, finally make the connection that there's a strong connection between our environment and our health. And I'm going to work to make hospitals out of business by improving your health. As well, years from now, we'll find that we'll become a world leader in non-carbon technologies because we've got to move from the oil sands to the green revolution. And we're going to be exporting technology across the world. That's our vision for the future, and I hope you share in it. And if you do believe in it, vote Green Party, October 14th. Thank you.
And Vicky Wilkin of the New Democratic Party.
Hello, my name is Vicky Wilkin for the NDP in Vaughan. And I'm also very pleased to be here with all of you, and thank you to Vaughan today for hosting. And I'm really happy to see that there are students here that are interested in political activism. Since I am a youth, I think it's also really important for youth today to start to get involved in politics. We really need a stronger youth perspective. We have a whole bunch of different issues that need to be brought forward in education, in the environment, since we will be inheriting this world, and also with the economy, since it will be our economy eventually. And I think that the NDP has really, really strong platforms in regards to all of these issues in the environment, in the economy, in healthcare, in infrastructure, in all of these things. And I think that together we can make this a much better community, a much better nation in which to live. I think that we can bring back the manufacturing sector. I think that we need to really put a lot more focus on the economy and the environment as a whole. You can't separate the two of them so much as we've been doing lately. And I really feel that we need some serious change, and I think that the best way to do that is with the NDP and with Jack Layton and with myself. So I really look forward to hopefully your support on October 14th, and thank you very much again.